Hello everyone, it's that time of month again, so I hope you're all ready for the October behind the scenes, which were just released today, so I thought I'd do a little summary and review video of them, and it's just going to be me talking. I'll put a few pictures on screen, but in general, you might as well just be listening and have it in a different tab. So here we go. First off, there's a Festival of the Dead, which will celebrate 5 dead people from different quests. It says that there will be 251k bonus prayer experience given, so when you're training prayer you'll get double experience up to a bonus 250k, and it isn't quite clear if that's per person that you help out or just in total, so at most with 5 people it could be 1255k prayer experience, but that hasn't been confirmed. It might just be 251k bonus. Either way, just a little thing. It's supposed to be somewhat like the Mexican Day of the Dead tradition, which could be okay. I'm not expecting a whole lot out of it. It sounds just like another sort of Halloween event, to be honest, but they're actually doing a separate Halloween event, which I'll talk about later. So the next thing is the King Black Dragon rework, and it's going to be both a graphical and gameplay update, so they're updating the drops and other things. So some of the rewards that they've mentioned are having more lore about the dragon riders, which we know very little about. There will be a Dragon Kite Shield ornamental kit, which will be like the ornamental kits for the other dragon pieces which you get from treasure trails. And then there will be new prayer gloves and boots, which will have the highest prayer bonuses for those slots, which isn't really too hard to do. I mean, at the moment I think the only gloves and boots that give prayer bonus are the Pernix Torva Verdus ones, and then the white ones from the Wanted quest there. Okay, and then the last thing for the KBD is they're going to have a teleport to get there from Edgeville, so you don't have to go through the wilderness, but if you do go through the wilderness, you get a 10% damage boost in there. So either way, that's pretty good, and KBD is pretty abandoned now, I'd say, so it'll be nice to have it reworked a bit. And talking about some things that are getting reworked, dungeon-wise anyway, they're reworking 4 other dungeons: the Taverly dungeon, Fremmy Slayer dungeon, Chaos Tunnels, and the Brimhaven Metal Dragon dungeon. So that should be quite cool. They haven't really given any specific information about those, but yeah, they generally do a really good job with graphical reworks, I'd say, so I'm looking forward to those, definitely. Next is a low-level update, which is both for free-to-play and for members, and it's going to be sort of like a random event at mining sites. So when you're just hanging around a mining site, there's a chance of a group of goblins popping up, and you can fight them and get some goblin gear as a reward. And there are also going to be boss goblins at the goblin village, but I mean, it could be cool. I suppose it's definitely geared towards lower levels, so that's fine. It's good to have low-level content as well. And they are adding even more low-level content with this new quest, which is called What's Mine is Yours, mine being a pun on an actual mine, where you mine ore. And it's going to replace Doric's quest, and it's going to be a low-level quest just like Doric's quest was, but it will have extra higher-level rewards for higher-level smiths. So that's cool, I guess. More low-level content can be nice as long as we get high-level stuff, which we do seem to be getting at least a bit of this month with the KBD thing. Next, the Halloween event, which I mentioned earlier, and it's going to be a worldwide ghost hunt. And it isn't completely explained, but in general, you're just going to be killing ghosts all over. One of the cool rewards that they mentioned is a Bonecrusher styled item, which will give you prayer experience when killing ghosts, including the Barrows brothers and revenants. I mean, there aren't all that many ghosts that we kill. I mean, let's see. I suppose it could work on Variant Spectres, which would be nice. I don't know, maybe there are some other ghosts which I'm not thinking of, but not a major thing. But if that Bonecrusher style thing stays forever, then it'll be one of the best actually useful rewards from a holiday event that we've had, so that's cool. And then some little tweaks to the Duel Arena. I'm not really sure why they mentioned these in behind the scenes. It seems more like a patch notes thing, but they're adjusting a few things, including making a rematch button and a way to save the previous settings that you had. So at the moment, when you go into the Duel Arena, you do a duel, you can choose the settings from the previous duel, but you can't choose the settings from like the previous time you logged in. So that's a good function, I suppose. And then they're, of course, adding more stuff to the Solomon store, and there are a lot of things that were mentioned here. 18 new hairstyles, 10 for guys and 8 for women, and then 2 new facial hair options. Those, I don't know, that kind of stuff is sort of cool, I guess. I wish it weren't from the Solomon store, but anyway. They're making barbers outdated by giving you the ability to change your hairstyle and things using the customization interface, which I think is a great idea. No reason to run all the way to a barber when you have the option right there. They're also adding a new set of items similar to how they added the assassin's outfit, which came with a couple emotes and the full gear and all that stuff, but they're adding a dwarven warsuit, which will have 2 teleports, some emotes, and then a bunch of different items that come with it. So anyway, and then the final one, which I think is going to be quite interesting, is that they're adding something called choose your own outfit. It isn't clear if you'll need to pay for this, although chances are you will, but pretty much what it does is it allows you to use any item on it to make it a cosmetic override. So say you have a blue party hat, if you use the blue party hat for it, it becomes an option in the customization menu. So if you're slaying and you want it to look like you're wearing a blue party hat when you're actually wearing a slayer helm, you can use this with that. It hasn't been explained fully, so I'm not exactly sure how it's going to affect prices. I could see it really messing things up if you can, for example, get a party hat loan and then have that and then use that as cosmetic override, because then you just need to own a party hat once to be able to wear it for whenever you want. So that could really mess up party hat prices that way. But on the other hand, if you actually have to have the item in order to use it as a cosmetic override, that could actually make rare prices go up. So, and the reason it would do that would be because you could wear the party hats in war situations pretty much wherever you wanted, as long as you actually owned it. So I'm quite interested. I mean, there are obviously also effects on things that aren't rares, but rares are just what came to mind because I've been trying to get party hats for a bit now. And yeah, I still have the max cash offer in for a blue, which I'm waiting for. But anyway, that could be cool or it could be really bad. We'll see how it goes. Overall, this month looks decent. I mean, nothing ridiculously great, but definitely some solid updates, which could be quite good. So hope you guys found the video interesting, and I hope you're looking forward to October as well. So thanks for watching, and if you're interested, I've got some other video links on the screen here which you can take a look at.